Happy holidays!
You're watching a very special episode of Moving with the Military, brought to you by Caliber Home Loans. It took some special North Pole magic to keep this holiday surprise a secret. When we learned about what this Army family was going through, we knew we needed to bring the spirit of the holidays right to their door.
We had only been dating for 3 months, and then I shipped off to boot camp because I was in the Navy.
And I had a broken heart.
Yeah. He followed me to Virginia after I got out of boot camp. He uprooted his whole entire life. Was like, let's go to the courthouse, and we had a courthouse wedding.
I thought I could be really good in the military. I thought it would help me a lot. I just called her while I was at work, and I was like, I think I'm gonna go into the Army.
It was so random.
Since I've joined, I feel like it's helped me grow a lot as a man, as a father, as a husband. It really taught me a lot of self-discipline.
Whenever I was pregnant with Cameron, I was alone because he had to go to basic, he had to go to school. I spent the majority of my pregnancy alone. He wasn't able to be there for the birth, and I was doing that all while taking care of Lillian was a toddler at the time. And then whenever I got out, we moved to Washington, and then COVID happened. He went to NTC. I didn't want to be alone. I came down here to visit my mom, and so the day that we found out that Cameron had leukemia,
doctor called me at 4:00 a.m. in Washington, but your daughter needs to go to the hospital immediately. It was honestly the worst day of my life because I felt incredibly helpless.
I cried the entire way to the hospital because I was terrified. I didn't know what was going on because I had a feeling it was something really bad. And he wasn't here. He was in Washington still. How do you... the world didn't feel real. Time nothing felt real. How do you... She wasn't even 2 at the time.
On top of leukemia, there was a bacteria that lives in the water, and she contracted the bacteria, and the bacteria was more life-threatening than her leukemia.
She caught the bacteria from just taking baths. She has a port, and her port gets accessed, and because she was in early treatment, she was getting chemo every single day. She has a genetic mutation where her body doesn't metabolize one of her chemos very well. So her prognosis now is more of a 60-70% chance of the cancer not coming back, whereas if she didn't have the mutation, it would be an 80-90% chance.
The military, they've been nothing but supportive. They helped set up anything that we've needed. They figured a way to help us.
They've been very supportive through the entire process. I feel like as a family, we already have so much to worry about.
The Army's been the biggest extension of a family that you can even ask for.
Santa's coming to town! Santa is coming to town. Let's go. The elves make it happen. High five.
So let the decorating begin. Do you see all this stuff? But no worries. With the help of these service members, we're gonna slay. Is it too early for a pun? Seriously though, we've got lights to hang, trees to decorate, and garland to make.
My friend CJ and I, we're going to make ornament clusters. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You're so ready. All right.
Ornament clusters look more substantial, so use shatterproof ornaments and a pipe cleaner. Run the pipe cleaner through the top of the ornament, and then using the pipe cleaner, tie it off to one of the branch limbs of the tree.
When I was in the Air Force, coming over here, we had a daughter that came down with leukemia as well, so my ears were sensitive to the story, and I knew our church, Olive Baptist Church in Pensacola, would be there too. And I'm the military pastor there as well, and so when I told him about the story, within 5 minutes he approved just a great donation towards this to make all of this happen.
And what I love, it's so beautiful, they've never met them. We've never met until about 5 minutes ago. We've had lots of phone calls, and that is what's so beautiful. You don't have to know somebody
Absolutely.
Personally, or we just meet because we see the cause and we know. Well, we can't thank you enough, and I can't wait to see their faces when they come out.
So we're gonna work with some spray foam. Who's ready? This DIY is great to make a big popcorn garland. You'll need spray foam, plastic red ornaments, string, a drill, and a wooden dowel. Drill a hole through each ornament, then poke a hole through the dried foam using a wooden dowel and string each piece together.
Well, he got a little wrecked on the drive, so now I gotta fix it.
But it's still my favorite piece.
It will, when I'm all done. So here's a really easy DIY that you can do to save money. You take a leaf, paint it gold. This is beautiful. It costs nothing.
And they said money didn't grow on trees.
The 4x4 that the mailbox was attached to right out of the way.
Okay, so we've got to fix this problem. And we've got our friends from the local VFW to help. Great job, guys. It's time for a dance break.
We are just minutes away, guys. It is happening. I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out because it's Christmas.